the view of this huge crowd as Chipper Jones faces the new pitcher. Roger Clemens gave them 5, departs with a 3-run lead, and now it goes to the bullpen. Chad Qualls, 26 years old, and he has evolved into one of the most trusted men out of that Houston bullpen for Phil Garner. Qualls, who started the year in AAA with New Orleans as a starter reliever, his numbers were not very promising, but the more he got used down the stretch, the better he seemed to perform. Chipper Jones with a base hit to center. His second hit of the game is, in fact, his first 2 hits of this series have come today.
John, I will never understand why pitchers do that sometimes. He threw him 2 sliders. He looked real bad on him. Then he tries to throw a fastball by him inside, and he gets a base hit. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't waste the fastball if you want to throw it and come back. Now he throws him a fastball. He had took 2 half swings on the slider, and you throw him a fastball. I'm not saying don't throw the fastball, but don't throw it where he can handle it.
Throw it a few inches off the
I
corner.
mean, it's an 0-2 pitch.
Here is Johnny Estrada, who singled his first time. There's plenty of time in this game for the Braves to rally. It's only the 6th inning, but Brad Lidge had been one of the best closers in the game, and he blew the Braves away in the 9th inning here yesterday. So if they're going to catch him, it'd probably be wise to catch him before Lidge gets into the game. And Lidge got into a game early here, game 2 in Atlanta. He came out in the 7th inning. Roger Clemens' final numbers, 5 innings, and they were tough innings.
Yeah.
2 runs, 6 hits allowed, 87 pitches thrown. But again,
he was up to the challenge. Whenever
they tested him, he held the line. And this time he stayed with that slider. Strike 3. All right, so he's a quick study, Joe. You didn't have to tell him. He saw it for himself.
I mean, they haven't even come close to touching his slider. He threw Chipper a 0-2 fastball. He got the base hit on. Now he comes back with the slider, and Estrada swings over the top of it. It must be a very deceptive slider, so you can continue to throw it if you need to.
And strike 1 to Andrew Jones. Andrew has had 2 hits today and has had 8 hits in 14 at-bats in this series. He's had an RBI and a steal in today's game. Qualls pitched the 7th inning yesterday. He was the first reliever in behind Backey in game 3. That slider is hung and drilled down the left field line. I mean, right now Andrew Jones not missing anything. He's going to try for 2. Here comes the throw.
Well, he was safe.
Was close.
Well, he was safe because he missed his left arm. I think Kent started to put the glove in the middle of the bag where he thought he was going to slide, and Andrew Jones' left arm was on the inside part of the bag.
Garner's going to go out and argue with Tony Randazzo, the second base umpire.
Well, there's that hanging slider, but right now Andrew Jones looks locked in. I mean, he's hitting sliders to the left, sliders to the right. I mean, he's just swinging the bat very well. And watch his left arm. See that? He's in. He's safe. Very good call. I can see his left arm right there. His left arm goes to the bag before Jeff Tent's able to tag him. It was a close play, you know, for the umpire, but you could visually see it. I could see it from up here that his left arm got in there before Jeff made the tag. Again, Jeff went toward the middle of the bag because he thought that's where he was going to slide, and then he had to extend over to the left-hand side. Now watch his arm. Watch his left arm out here. He's safe. See, Jeff was in the middle of the bag until, you know, he came to his left arm, but his left arm was on the bag by then.
So Andrew Jones took quite a gamble for a team that's down by 3, but he made it, and he had to. So the gamble was a good one. Man. Now LaRoche, that is deep to right center. This ball game's going to be tied into the upper deck. A tape measure shot by Adam LaRoche. And 4 batters after the departure of Clemens, the Atlanta Braves have come roaring back to tie the game. LaRoche just hit a shot. Man, that was a big fly.
Well, this is a ballpark that if you get the ball in the air, you got a good shot at getting it out of here. And those fans were so boisterous, a few when Roger Clemens was standing out there on the mound, they've lost a little of that zeal. I mean, he just crushes this. It looked like a high fastball, didn't do much. I mean, this is into the upper deck. Andrew says, yeah, we're tied, but I better make sure.
Upper deck. Now, Joe, you hit in the upper deck even in this ballpark.
And in right center as well. It wasn't down the line.
See, Kent, it was almost like physically painful for Jeff Kent to watch that.
Well, I mean, whether they think it or know it or not, he was safe at second base. But I could see that from up here without the replay. He was safe.
I needed the replay. Not that I doubted you.
Yeah, but I could see his left arm get in there before Jeff went to it. The mistake was he went to the middle of the bag and Andrew went to the inside corner.
So Eli Marrero grounds out, and now Charles Thomas is going to come up as a pinch hitter for Kevin Grabowski. And suddenly this ballpark is extremely quiet. They've seen this before. I mean, the Astros have been in games like this before where things were going well and then did not turn out well, especially for them against Bobby Cox's Atlanta Braves.
And I think she's saying, well, why didn't we leave Roger in there for another inning? Again, and I said this beforehand, I don't believe that you should be like that. Roger finished the 5th inning very well. If he doesn't tell you that I got to come out, then I send him back out there for the 6th inning. I guess my point is I use him up all I can use today.
Now, we don't know. He might have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, unless he told you that.
He had his best inning since the 1st inning.
Right.
11 pitches and out. Charles Thomas thrown out by Kent. The inning is over, but Chad Qualls gives up a 3-run homer to LaRoche, and we start over again. It's 5-5.